Good evening and welcome to Beijing, China. Welcome to the World Men's Curling Championships 2014. Coming to you live from the Beijing Capital Gymnasium, Beijing, China. I am Kenny Edwards and I'm joined by Richard Harding for this, the 8th draw of the championships. We'll bring you live coverage of our feature game between Canada and the Czech Republic. Both these teams getting off to a reasonable start so far this week. Here we see Canada with 3 wins, 1 defeat, and the Czech Republic with that 1 win, but they have had some tight games on their way so far throughout the championships. So some of the entertaining curling going to be watched by the big crowds in for this evening's draw. Stadium holds around 17,000, but should be around 12,000 for this championship due to also the seating and the media benches, etc. As we see the teams. So we're going to take a look at teams. Here is Team Canada at lead, Nolan Thiessen. Second, Carter Rycroft. Pat Simmons at third. And the skip, Kevin Cooey. So, Czech Republic, change lineup. Dietrich Kitzberger at lead. Marek Vidra at second. Jakub Baresh at third, and the vastly experienced Jiří Schnittel at skip. So I'm joined by Richard Harding for this 8th draw. And what do you think the outcome is going to be in this game? How do you think it's going to start, Richard?
Well, I think the Czechs are naturally a little bit defensive, but just before we tell you about that, we can give the standings after 7 rounds. Norway on 4-0, Canada, Japan, Germany and Sweden all with 3 wins, China with 2. Now 2 wins, 2 losses. That's the top of the table. Switzerland also 2 wins, 2 losses. US on 2 and 3, Czech, Denmark, Scotland and Russia all with 1 win. The Russians have played 1 more game. So I'm sure the Canadians will try to attack from the off. That's their style generally. These are the other games going on tonight. Norway versus China on sheet A. Switzerland against Japan on B. Scotland and Denmark on C, and our feature game on sheet D, Canada against the Czech Republic.
Yeah, so the team is just warming up, getting ready for the start of this game. It will be Czech Republic who has hammer for this opening end. Both teams do have a 10-minute practice before they get going, and they also have a final draw shot to determine who gets that all-important last stone. And it was Jiří Schnittel who was closest to that centre 1-foot area. And we see Canada playing the red rocks, Czech Republic yellow. And straight away, Canada going to call the guard to try and get a few stones in play and get that all-important last stone back. As we take a first look at Nolan Thiessen.
Yeah, a little bit hard early.
On this team, around 3 years, was part of the winning side in Cortina, Italy, and they won the championships back in 2010.
Or no, it curled early and then stopped, or what?
And this team of Kevin Cui have not represented Canada very often, just the one time previously at the World Championships in 2010 in Italy. And of course they're coming out of the province of Alberta, probably the toughest province to get out of in Canada, maybe Manitoba as well. And the slot has been filled more often by Kevin Martin or previously David Nedwin and their teams. So Cui hasn't had too many opportunities to represent his country. However, he did win the World Championship in 2010, and I have to say I think he's a hot favourite for winning this week as well. So it will be tough for Schnittel to beat the Canadians in my view. Saying that, they have dropped a game in the second round against Japan.
Yeah, we have seen a few mistakes from the front end of Team Canada. That's probably where they found themselves getting in a little bit of trouble. Slight mistake there from Nolan Thiessen, just a little high.
Kind of be a move on like, oh, perfect, this thing's just going to glide right in there.
Look at Idrich Kitzberger for Czech Republic. She's trying to hit and roll in, but doesn't quite make the roll.
Well, a roll either way there would have made it a tougher position for Cui.
Just here. Just there, yeah.
And that's the rules of play in the round robin. Minimum of 6 ends must be played 73 minutes and 1 coach assistant or interaction in case it's not an assistant. So Rycroft looking and rolling, not quite tapping that other one out in the process. Marek Vidra.
Fine. Just get. Yep.
Yeah, nice hit and roll. Doesn't quite get in behind, so it just makes the double easier.
Now you're a bit tight. Same weight.
So that's quite clear what the problem was the last time for Rycroft. Here he comes. A little bit wobbly.
Hard.
Yeah, he has been a little bit wobbly this week. Only playing, I think it was 56%. Draw 6 of the.
Well, I saw he was in 41% for draws, so not very good.
Yeah, it's not really what you expect of a player his calibre. Obviously disappointed with that one.
Fine. Just get.
So what can Vidra do? Can he hit and check in right behind the guard? Can't. Now it's decision time really. Does he run the guard or does he take the double on?
3/4.
Well, he's certainly having a go at the double.
No. Whoa. Then? Whoa! No. Whoa! Yep. No.
So sticks that one on the face.
So just a little bit quite heavy to have any impact with any kind of sweeping there. And he just jams the check stone onto the counting check stone to leave them still lying one. Jakub Bareš, youngster of this Czech team.
Yeah, obviously they've switched the lineup from the beginning of the week. Yuji's brother Martin is on the bench. He was the third player.
Well, that's a poor shot from Bareš. He had to really be tee high with that one. Kui now going for the run back. If he catches this right on the nose, he'll get to roll in behind that check stone on the right as we look at it. So Pat Simmons, third for Canada.
Yeah, started his games pretty slowly. Sort of came good towards the end of a game. That's obviously his first Worlds.
Dead straight, like going home.
Pat Simmons for quite some time had his own team in Saskatchewan. Played in some Briars Canadian Championships.
Yep. Jak jsme na tom vy?
Rychlost je o dost lepší.
Lepší nebo dlouhý?
Dobrý. On začne brzdit.
Yep. Bravo. Ne za tý. Bravo.
So an attempt to draw behind, just not quite getting round behind that double guard. One of Canada's and one of the Czechs. Anyway, better weight from Bareš for that one. Pretty good there, but I'd like it to have tucked in just a fraction further. So Simmons now holding the brush for the first stone of Kevin Kui in this first end. And the low slide of Kui's.
Line's good. Line's good. Wait only.
It's good.
A unique slide, I think.
Line.
Yeah, certainly is.
Wait only, guys.
Seems to work for him though.
Take a look.
Got a curl actually, a hair.
Waiting for it to curl at the end. Oh, nearly fell over there. He's going to get a bump off it, I think. Yes, he is.
Jeez.
Canadians not just quite got the feel of this ice in the first end, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think that's been their problem all week, Richard. They just haven't managed to really read the sheet until maybe ends 8, 9 or 10.
A bit frustrated with that one. So there are 3 stones now remaining, 2 for Yuji Schnittel and 1 for Canada. Now a really good shot here would be to catch the inside of that red stone of Canada and just flop in behind the guards. Czech Republic do have the last stone advantage here. Schnittel then. And you make this shot.
Feet set.
Yep. Hard. Hard.
Just sweeping it for the line to make sure it gets past these guards.
Whoa. Coming. Let's get coming.
Yeah, just probably overswept on it, a little too cautious.
Sweep it that hard, really. I don't know if it made too much difference to that, really, but it does mean that Kui's got the chance to get almost to the nose of that stone. I don't know if he can get right to it. I think there's a small chance here of just jamming it on the yellow onto yellow.
No, I think it'll go. He should be able to spring it, Richard.
I think it may hit your rock.
I think I'll get it with just about a little thicker than 3/4. These guys are so accurate at the big weight.
Well, he's not giving a lot of ice, which means we are going to see plenty of weight at this.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Pretty close. But as predicted, unfortunately, for Canada, it leaves that stone lying there.
Yeah, so a good start for Czech Republic. Great chance to pick up a score of 2.
První kámen můj za. To bylo nějakých... Kolik?
Kolik zhrál ty?
So Schnittel played a nice draw shot with his last stone, and he obviously has the draw weight from his accurate shot to win the advantage of last stone in this first end during the practice. So he now has a chance to draw for 2 anywhere in the house, so fairly soft 2 if the Czechs can make it.
Trochu širší, fajn. Yeah, fine.
Taking plenty of ice.
Neublížíš mu.
Yeah, really looking for about 14.5. Yeah, bang on for tee.
Fine.
So the clock on the screen there indicating 14.5 seconds for tee weight, and it's bang on the tee line. So perfect draw from Schnittel.
Pojďme mluvit. Ty rychlosti, ujišťovat se, prostě říkat si, jo?
Jo?
Máme tady, jsme novým, tak si pojďte říkat. Já potřebuji slyšet ujištění, že je to ta dílka. Jakmile má někdo pochyby, tak prostě musíme mluvit.
Yeah, so after the first end, there you see it. Czech Republic 2 and a 0. I don't think Canada will be too disappointed of giving up the 2 in the first. They know they're probably going to get a few chances in this game. So we're going to take another look at Kevin Kui's double attempt. They did sweep it early on.
Well, it looked as if it would be pretty close. And it is curling a little bit off that line. You can see it against the black centre line, but not enough, and it will roll out. And the Czech Republic will lie 1, allowing the straight draw for 2.
You see the fantastic arena here in Beijing.
And you can see the other games going on there. Scotland, Denmark on the next sheet to our feature game tonight. Scotland edging a win over Switzerland in the last round. 3 shots in the last end and 1 in the extra for a narrow victory.
Dobře. Pojď, vypadá menší. Pojď, co nejblíž. Pojď na dotek. Pojď. Okay.
So no one decent. Probably going to be asked for a corner guard.
Not
too high. A bit of perspiration on his forehead there.
Yes, hard work.
These guys spend a lot of time in the gym these days. It's not like the game used to be.
Nice week.
These guys have got to play a couple of games a day. They're spending up to 2.5, 3 hours on the ice. So it's quite hard work.
So Jindrit, Kitzberger.
Můžeš.
Musíme. Hodně. Že počkat. No, počkej. Tak kratší, jo,
kratší.
Ještě ne, no. Jo, Máro, jo, můžem, jo, oba, jo.
This one looking pretty nice. Have to get it past the high one. Just a no more.
I think here.
So we're going to take a look at sheet B, and that's Switzerland taking on Japan. And it looks like there's an opportunity to maybe pick up 2 shots. Benoit Schwartz for Switzerland, who throws the last stones. Lays that one absolutely perfect, and it would be a score of 2. And a nice start after their earlier defeat this afternoon.
Normal, Maro.
So, Sneedle asking Marek Vidra just to peel the corner guard off, leave no cover for the Canadians to draw round in behind. But just giving the Canadians an absolute gift. Nosing that guard, leaving the cover out front.
9-10.
Interesting shot selection from Kui here. Asking just to split that front stone of Canada's.
I think it's going to be heavier than if we were out in the 12.
Whoa.
Carter Rycroft.
Love it. Off that, off.
Second for Canada.
Like half.
Just threw that one a little hard, and it drifts right past. So, as we've seen so far, Carter's really struggling here in Beijing. Not really getting to grips with anything.
So a couple of missed shots here. Vidra having a go at the remaining Canadian stone, hoping to hit and run. And he hit some rolls to partly guard his own stone. Not bad. Not much going for Canada here, but a chance to draw behind on the out turn as we look at it.
I like that. Can't get shot. You're going to have to do something here sometime, though. Yeah, I know.
Is hitting and rolling in any good? You almost make the double.
I was thinking go around there and then we can go around with the out turn
Like
next.
that?
Yeah, if you go here.
Way easier to make a play on it now. As long as I keep my shooter in play, we got something.
I think it's...
Yeah, I like
If you cross the
Pat's
base
call
and
here.
roll
Just
in,
uh,
you might get lucky and make the
Even
double, or at
this.
least jam it over there.
play the draw, but
Okay, normal.
Kevin just thinks this tight guard's going to cause him a bit of a problem. So
Yep.
maybe hit and roll to the left, leave a double corner on another side.
Easy.
Well,
Hard.
if he lifts the 2 stones here, he can also get the roll if they catch the right angle on the first one.
Whoa. Whoa.
And he got the roll into the front of the house, removed the guard, but still leaves the other check stone lying first shot. And usually Schnittel will not mind that at all. Moves the play into the house, that's in his favour. He's leading 2-0. Good chance here to try to force the single point to Canada, even though it's pretty early in the end. So third man for Czech Republic. Jakub Barish.
Yeah, nice hit and roll, but puts the stones really close together.
I think they'll mind too much, they're both in the house. Cui ignoring them and going for the draw behind the guard on the other side. Well, changing his mind.
So this is what we've seen from Canada so far this week. They have sort of changed their tactics throughout the game, and you would expect them just to come around that corner guard.
Control.
No. No.
Not.
Clear. Yep. Hard. Hard. Right up harder.
Well, it's certainly a safer shot and a good shot, good tactics to play that shot and hit and stick in the front there, right in front of the Czech stone. So is Jiří Schnittel going to have to be brave and ignore all that? And I think he is. The way these two stones at the front are lying, it means if he draws into the centre of the house here, somewhere in the centre of the house, no way that Canada can lift the two Czech stones out with one shot. The danger with this one is that if it's lying open, the Canadians can get a hit and roll behind these two. Would you not have been tempted perhaps to take it away to the other direction there, Kenny?
Gonna leave a double.
Probably not, Richard. I didn't mind that call, putting it there.
Why is that?
If you go round the other side, you could probably leave a half stone double, which would leave you sitting two against, one tucked in behind. And obviously, if you try and draw around in behind the two stones that are in the house, he just runs it back, and you would be sitting two against also. So I didn't mind the call going onto the button there.
Should slide here. Good.
7.
What?
7.
Room.
Whoa!
I think if Czech Republic are going to be successful in this game, they've just got to do the simple things well. Don't overcomplicate the game.
Yep. Gotta go! Going for line. Whoa!
And to play a shot like this, you're really throwing it to a 1 foot area. You're not really throwing it to anything.
Pretty good shot from Pat Simmons. Here we are. Here are our coaches and fifth players.
Kousek na tu čtyřku někam.
Raphael, coach for the Czech Republic. He is a Canadian.
8, těsně z komory na té straně. Ale každopádně bychom neměli nikam valit. Jo?
Dan Raphael, one of several Canadian coaches trying to engineer the defeat of Canada. With his team. So Jiří Schnittel won't mind too much if he clears both stones out of here with this takeout. Leaves the shooter lying, and that's exactly what he does. Pretty good, but it leaves the freeze or the freeze. Or the roll in behind, or part roll in behind. These two stones at the top of the 12-foot circle. And that is the Canadian bench. John Dunn coaching, the coach for Kevin Cui's team. Fifth man on the left there, and Rick Lang, the head coach for Canadian men's teams. Rick Lang, former world champion in 1985, with Al Hackner. Curious enough, Al Hackner's here as well, coaching. Canadian coaching for the Americans. So, hit and roll attempt, and that stone, having hit, hardly moved at all in behind these two, so great chance here for Schnittel to put a little bit of pressure onto Kevin Cui. So, what's the shot here, do you think? Would you like to hit and sort of half hide behind these two?
I think you probably have to just roll onto the centre line, Richard.
Why would they do that? Then they just hit for one. I suppose you're stopping the two and forcing the single. That's really the aim, isn't it?
If you hit and roll to the left, right across, you might leave a half stone double to give two, and you roll in behind, you might leave a nose double. So I think definitely just a hit and onto the centre line would be perfect.
Yeah, and Schnittel won't mind at all if he forces Canada to take a point here, and then he gets the advantage of the last stone back. Well, that's a poor one. Really bad shot. He had to stick about.
So this is where Czech Republic have just got to settle themselves down and play the simple shots. I mean, that really is a simple shot.
Oh, and it's a terrible shot. You just can't do that against Canada. You're going to get punished, and there's a good chance now for Cui to make two here.
Easy normal. Okay. That should cross the nose, eh?
I think it will. See mine here, seeing Pat's here, should have an idea.
See, that's.
You can hear them.
I like this broom for control. Control weight.
Determining the shot here. Control weight, not too much weight, so that the stone will curl down that line. They're going to aim at the brush, obviously, on the right-hand side as we look at it from the overhead. And it will cross the face of that red stone, push the yellow one out, and roll in for two. So here we go.
Okay, weight's exactly what you want. Good weight. Yep. Whoa.
Well, a strange release there, nearly touched it twice, and that's a foul stone.
Yes.
However, swooping like mad, it must be curling more than he's imagining. Oh, is he going to roll out? It's going to be close. He does roll out. Another mistake. This time 1 point for Canada, and the Czech Republic escape from that error of J.J. Schnittel's. Kevin Cui and his team will pick up a single point, but crucially lose the advantage of the last stone going into the third end.
Yeah, Richard, big mistake. You would have fully expected to pick up two shots from that situation.
So we can see an update for Cui once more, just showing this. Let's watch this release. He lets go, and then he almost has, well, did he touch it with his finger a second time? Looked close.
Do these handles pick that up though, Richard?
No, that's not what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, so how do you determine that without hogline judges, which aren't in place anymore? Well, it's maybe a reason to reinstate them.
Television technology. It's a point. There's actually one or two. I noticed when I was at the World Women's Championship in St. John 10 days ago. There's a little bit of that going on as well. Almost a double release, and that is not allowed. The stone should come off in that situation. I don't think Cui did do that, but it looked very close to it. So we start end 3 with Noel Thiessen. Beg your pardon, Nolan Thiessen. And he is at 100% after 2 ends. Made his shot. All 4 shots perfectly.
Yeah, I would have liked that one a little closer to the house.
You can see it spin and then just...
A fraction short, but I don't think he would get his Percentages reduced for it, really, do you?
I don't think so, no. It'd be very harsh if you didn't give them
I think so.
4 out of 4 for that one. That's generally how the stats are scored.
Yes, 20 shots for each player. And the 20 shots marked out of 4 points, 80 points for the game, and then obviously converted into 100%.
Yep. There. Hold it. Line's good. It's top 4. Clean.
Hard line.
Hard line.
Heavy if anything, Kevin.
This one looking pretty nice.
Oh, very good shot there from Nolan Thiessen with his second stone. Just perfect weight. Draws round the guard to lie behind the cover in front of the tee line. So Junderich Kitzberger has second stone here.
Whoa, easy. Yep.
I'm a little surprised they're coming this way at it.
Yep.
Might have decided to play the in-turn. The out-turn, sorry, for a right-handed player, or
well, just catching the guard, not quite what he had in mind, and we can see on the adjoining sheet the game between Scotland and Denmark. First end was blank, and this is the last stone in the second end. Scottish skip Ewan MacDonald.
Keep moving, come on, go, 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 go. Keep moving, come on, go, 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 go.
Going for 2.
Go, 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 go. Every.
So he makes 2. And then 2 to lead 2-0.
Like, just board.
So nothing's changed back here except the decision is made to follow this stone in and tap the 2 stones back. Canadian went on to the Czech stone on the 1 foot circle to leave Canada lying 2. Through that narrow port, he will make it beautifully, and you've got a nice bounce off these stones to leave the 2 in there at a more favourable angle to each other.
yeah, it makes that one nicely. There is a port there to play the double and maybe get in behind the yellow.
I think it's very difficult to take them both out here.
Yep.
And a lot of curlers playing the in-turn down the centre line like that, trying to pass a guard, play it a little bit tight. Well, that's just what I thought would happen. Not quite enough room to move the red very far, and it still lies first shot for Canada.
Yeah, when you say about players throwing the in-turn a little tight, what you mean it's inside of the line?
Yes.
And it's generally because they release the stone on the in-turn a little earlier, allowing it to curl a little more.
It's a common problem with club curlers.
You'll know all about that, Richard.
Hard line.
Well,
Hard.
plenty of occasions where the intern's played a little bit on the tight side, catches the guard. So Rycroft here with the second stone. He will catch the guard.
Yeah. Just can't get any consistency out of Carter Rycroft at the moment. One good one, one bad one, or one bad one, one good one. So.
And by moving that guard in front of the house over a little bit, it provides a little bit more room for Schnittle's next stone to come through between these 2 reds there, tap the red one at the back of the 4 foot circle out and roll across behind the remaining Canadian guard on the right hand side. So Marek Vidra, the man to execute this shot. The Czech Republic could lie quite nicely at the end of this, could be lying 3. They just catch this properly. Vigorous sweeping to get it past the guard now. Have they lost it? Yes, they have. Well, they should have been on to the sweeping a bit sooner, but got a bit fortunate with the result, I think.
Yeah, they have got a bit fortunate there. Got a few counters in here, so Canada's got to be a little bit cautious.
What do you have of this?
They do, because they do not have the last stone advantage. But that was a poor shot from Vidra. He needed to dislodge that stone of Canada's off the back of the forefoot, really. Might not get another chance at that. We're into third stones now. So 4 stones remaining for Canada and 4 for the Czech Republic in this end. The die is cast. There's guards everywhere. You can't remove them all, so just got to make the most of it. Both teams.
Line's good.
It's good. Hard line.
Line's good.
Whoa. Wait on.
Whoa!
Weight absolutely critical here. Yes, very good shot from Pat Simon.
Yeah, it's a game saver, that one, really. As we take a look at Switzerland, Japan. Switzerland leading 2-0. And skip Yuzuki Morizumi. For Japan with last stone here in the second end. Draws one in and we'll pick up a single point.
Meanwhile, back in our game, Jakub Baresh making a fantastic shot, clearing the red stones out. We can see it again. He raises the guard onto the other one, clears the 2 off. Well, really good result. So Canada facing 2 yellow stones once more with this shot of Simmons. And you can see from the flashing stones above, 2 more to go after this for Canada, 3 for the Czech Republic in this end. Czechs have last stone advantage. Well, misjudgment there, just a little bit overthrown, and it rolls off the centre stone of the Czech Republic. So Canada lies in the middle, but it's fairly easy to remove. It's most important to determine where you're going to leave your shooter stone. So Baresh once more at third.
He certainly put some weight on this. It's got a long way to curl. And does make the takeout, so they set 3. Kevin Curry is going to have to earn his wages in this end.
Yeah, that's probably. I think so. Just rolled just too far, I think. Yeah. Wow. Yep. After all,
Even if we get out to this side,
yep.
to give us something right.
Just looking at the angles here, I think all we can actually do is come down and just hit that one which is closest to the centre line.
You can get second
And just
with this, right?
sit on top of the one that's biting the forefoot, that red coloured circle there. It's going to be pretty difficult. Going to have to get a bit of a run through on the striking stone.
Maybe a bit down. Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't look too good here for CAN-CZE.
Whoa. Easy, easy.
Czech Republic have last stone advantage and they're lying very handily with their 3 stones in the front of the 4-foot circle.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Well, great saving shot from Kevin CAN-CZE. Fantastic shot, and glues it to that yellow Czech stone.
Yeah, absolutely perfect, Richard. That's all they could have done.
Well, that really was fantastic. Hit and roll from CAN-CZE. Look at that, and it absolutely glues onto the Czech stone. There's no way that's going anywhere. Once more we can see it, and look how it just takes that extra little curl and sticks onto the Czech counter. Now Czech Republic still lie 1, of course. There are 3 stones remaining here.
On je negativní, tenhle žlutý je negativní, jo?
There's your Czech, Kenny.
Only Czech I know is checkbook, and it's empty.
Takže když by to náhodou bylo, tak ťuknout to Dčko, teda tu dvojku.
No, ale tomu tady necháš dát. Právě ne. Já si myslím, že napřímo to sem nejde. To já myslím,
I think
OK, tak to pojďte zkusit, no. A nebo hrá úplně jako ale tady nevíme rychlost.
krátce.
Czech Republic, of course, have last stone advantage.
Já myslím, že takhle.
Můžeš teoreticky hrát i chip o ten.
Yeah, I think possibly the call would be to peel that red corner guard to allow yourself to make 2. I think you could actually make it a little bit more difficult for yourself to make 2. The other thing was maybe just throw up a stone to cover the port. And just try and maybe draw the edge of the floor for your 2. That's what's Canada going to do with their show, and that's what you've got to think.
Exactly. And what are they going to do?
I think they're going to play an out-turn draw, so it's counterclockwise, in behind. They don't want to slip back of the tee, which would allow Canada to come down and play a freeze in it. So it's a very dangerous shot, this.
Very. It must not be too heavy. Pretty good shot, in my view, would be just to draw full into the 4-foot circle there, blocking the line in. Well, maybe not, because it then blocks your line in as well, because you need the line for your last stone here if you're the Czechs.
Yep. Yep. Hard. 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 Hard.
Quite important that they allow 2 at the end of this shot if they can. Well,
No.
It's definitely not what they wanted, but it might end up not being all bad. The trouble is that CAN-CZE has a chance now to come off that stone on the left, which you can see a small piece of, and roll into the red 4-foot area for first shot, I think. Or maybe even the double.
I don't think he's got enough for the double.
I don't think so either.
Guard. Yeah, I agree.
And he's throwing a centre guard.
To force the single, yep.
Yep.
Yes. That was always the danger, because the front of the house is blocked up with the 2 guard stones, the red one on the right and the yellow on the left. And if he just blocks it further, it forces the Czechs, or pretty much forces the Czechs to take 1.
Yeah, that's fine, right?
That was why it was important for Schnittel to lie 2 shots before CAN-CZE came to play.
Throwing fairly normal. Sliding good.
Sliding good. Like as fast as we've seen?
Yeah, as fast as your practice draws. I got 2.
So the guard the shot.
Might be a hair tight, guys. Line's a hair tight. Hit it, low.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised he's throwing this handle at it.
How deep? Come on, 1.5, 2. Hard, we're not tapping.
We're not there.
Come off this. No,
we're not there.
Okay. Whoa.
Could be drawing too far. Well, it is. Well,
It's there, Richard. I think you're looking at the same shot as me. Catch as much as you can see of that yellow. Just on the centre line, drive it back onto the red. The yellow would kick back towards the other red in the house, and you could pick up 3 or 4.
Yes, for sure. You catch half that yellow stone, as much as you say, as much as you can see the stone on the top of the 8-foot circle onto the red. Springs the red out at 90 degrees. And he'll be lying a couple. That back red counter of Canada's could be a useful one in the calculation at the end of this. But the yellow stone on the 4-foot might jam straight onto it on the way back. And they could pick up perhaps four stones here if everything goes to plan. Should be a huge turn in this game. Well, he's not going for that because he's giving lots of ice. He's just going for the tap for 2, I think.
Why would you not just play the cold draw right out wide, but maybe you just can't get the ice out there.
So our nomination can't have been possible in his estimation. Just going for the tap up for 2.
Yep.
Would give Schnittel a 4-1 advantage after 3 ends. He's got plenty of weight with this at the moment.
Yeah, he certainly has. Has he done enough? You know, Richard, he might have done enough for 3.
He might have done enough for 3, exactly. Certainly 2. And I think it's 3 looking at the overhead.
Yeah. I think he got a little lucky with that one.
Say just 2.
I would like. Oh, okay.
Measure? Sure.
I think we're going to have a measure here.
Yeah, so if he played for that and called that, that's a great shot.
Yep, why didn't you see it?
I don't believe that he called that.
Oh, it was a great shot. Just moving them enough for 2 anyway. And if he did call that, then he didn't make it properly. He needed to play a fraction more weight, and he would definitely put 3.
Yeah.
However, I think he's still got 3 looking at the overhead. We'll see in a moment. Here it comes again.
Yeah, just looking for the tap straight back.
Well, I think he was looking for the tap onto the red and in off it like that, but the bonus was to tap the other one in a fraction for 3 potentially.
We see measuring device out. It's a little dial on it, just to indicate how close the stone is to that centre point.
So 1.5 on the counter for the red, and for the yellow
it is the red.
Well, the overhead can sometimes be a little deceiving.
Yeah, a little surprised how quickly the umpire moved the stones there. So it must have been quite a big margin in it.
I don't think the dial moved at all with the second on the second stone, so it was obvious. But in fact, the umpire did not indicate that correctly. You push away the stone that is not the shot, leaving the one that is, and he pushed the one that is into the middle, and then went to the other one. So incorrect indication of the stone that won.
So great start for Czech Republic. 4-1 day lead. Don't think they would expect to be this many ahead early on. Maybe 1 or 2, but not 3 shots up.
Well, that's right. They've been quite fortunate. Kui had the chance for 2 in the second end and failed to take it. And then in that end, the Canadians did not get things running for them at all, and a measure there for a 5-1 advantage. Instead, it ends up being 4-1, but 4-1's a great score after 3 ends if you're Czech. So at the start of the 4th end, Canada have the last stone again, and they will definitely be looking to try and score at least 2 here. So they'll be on the attack.
More consistent.
If you're the Czech Republic, you definitely want to put the stone in the house, I would say.
Yeah, I would say so, yeah. So I think you've got 3 shots ahead, so why would you need to score any more, just defend your lead?
Yep.
So, Jindrik Tipsberger will draw to the top of the 4-foot circle, which is about as good as he can do.
Yes, I know, and he's in 100% so far, and he finds himself
Really curling,
4-1 down.
Well, leave it high, we'll get another
Yeah,
round.
that's certainly not Nolan Teeson's fault, the adverse scoreline. Can sometimes be a bit thankless leading, playing lead stones. So, Kitzberger again. And there's been a change in the Czech lineup here, hasn't there, Kenny, this game?
Yeah, Martin Yiji's brother, who normally plays 3rd, he's dropped to the bench. Don't actually know whether it's illness or due to an injury. But the 5th player, Marek Vidra, has come in at 2nd.
And Barish moved up from 2nd to 3rd. Well, he's earned his place so far. He's playing extremely well.
The line's not bad. Yeah, hard line. Hard line.
Freeze! Hard. Whoa, man. Wait, hold it. Right here. Yep. To get it by.
Oh, great shot again from Thiessen. Absolutely perfect weight there from him. And Schnittel going to clear that stone out. We can just...
Yeah, we're going to look at sheet C. Rasmus Sternat for Denmark, trailing 2-0 here in the 3rd end. Scotland sitting 3 red counters. And Rasmus needing to be fully 4-foot with this draw. And Scotland 3rd. Duncan Fernie just sweeping that one a little bit. And it would be a steal of 1. So Denmark trail 3-0 after 3.
Be aggressive with the weight. I thought I chucked mine.
Actually, I didn't think you chucked it.
Okay. Be aggressive.
Okay, we're wider, way wider for sure.
Gotta go wing.
Okay, get it back here, it'll curl.
It's not bad. Go! Go! It's got a chance!
You heard Cooey there saying we're wide or wider. Throwing a bit more weight, I think, at it as well. And look at it curling at the end there. Unbelievable. It's like coming off a little bit of a hill.
Yeah, just slides right into the centre. I have seen this on this outside D sheet. One side pulls way more than the other.
Yep. That's part of your test in this game, to read the ice. Well, look how much that curled. It ends up right over the centre line. A little bit too deep though in the back 8-foot white circle. So Marek Vidra being asked to draw round and freeze onto that back stone.
It's all about the weight. Just do that a little heavy. Maybe we could just see an edge of that red. Just thought he had a little bit of backing, so just that extra little bit of weight on the throat.
I think just
quite so
T-line.
much. Very
This is
weight
about where you
sensitive.
threw that, I think.
So Rycroft has to play the same shot again, more or less.
Line's good. More. What?
More right now.
More weight?
Yes.
Okay, go then. Room. Go then.
Plenty of weight on this, and it's still staying very high. Look how far it is from the centre line at this point.
Let it curl.
3 feet at least, and at the end it really swung, and this one's doing exactly the same thing and slowing down quite a bit, and it will draw onto the tee line just behind the tee. Well, it's a great shot from Carter Rycroft there. Never looks very happy. Always looks worried.
I think he's probably worried about the way he's playing at the moment. He's just he's not making anything.
Played a good one there though. So look how much it's curling in the last 3-4 feet. It will curl right on to the button, back of the 1 foot circle, completely hidden. Well, there's a big swing on that part of the ice, Kenny.
Yeah, it's just in the last sort of 6 to 8 feet of travel, it just pulls absolutely sideways.
So, QE.
V podstatě komora.
Dajte musí odskočit pryč. And Schnitzel keen to open up this area to the centre of the house. Barish 80% at this stage.
He's got things moving.
That red one has to go out though. Ooh, well, not all fortunate because I think it only lies the 5th stone. Yeah, the 2 yellows move, but the red one there becomes only the 5th shot, and it is out counted by 2 yellow check stones. Well, any little bits of good fortune are certainly going the Czech Republic's way. However, it's looking pretty good for Kui at this stage. The downside of it all is that the 2 Canadian stones are behind the tee line.
It's a guess. It's a guess on everything though, isn't it?
I'm not really sure why he's going after this high yellow on the outside.
It's just like drawing here.
Okay.
I think we gotta try.
I don't think this will go real hard.
I don't mind drawing there, but I don't know why go after the yellow and white.
Pat, if you have,
well, because he thinks he might have a chance of
to make it,
getting rid of the other yellow by the end of it and scoring a big end. I think that's what's behind it.
I'm thinking here
5 or 6 feet.
What do you like?
5 feet more.
It's not looking at that anymore though, just looking at the draw to lie 3 over to that side of the house. That will be Pat Simmons' turn.
A little more than I wanted to see. It was close, I thought.
Looks all there. Oh, off then.
Oh!
8, 7, 8.
Whoa! 8.
Whoa! 8 T line.
Whoa!
It's not gonna get there for even freeze on this.
Whoa!
Freeze on this. Go
Yeah,
for line.
hard,
Go,
Charlie,
go,
hard.
go, 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 go,
Hard.
go, go,
Well,
go.
nice result though.
Shot.
But only 6/4 shot.
It's interesting.
Well, I think they definitely wanted it to be sitting third shot to have a chance to make a big end here. It's a good chance here for Schnittel to lift the 2 red stones in the centre and row his shooter towards that third red counter of Canada's. So double takeout and roll towards the reds on the right hand side. Won't roll that far if he's going to make the double. Needs to be careful not to be too much on the high side or he can jam it into his own and then he's in trouble. So Jakub Baresh with this, his second stone here in the 4th end.
Yeah, makes the double probably the wrong way.
Yeah, and it's not so good because his stone runs out where he could have had his stone running towards the 2 reds on the right hand side as we look at it. So poor shot there. Makes the double, but it's not the,
like leave a few feet, kind of
not the ideal shot by any means. He had to lie 1 and 2 there.
Here, I mean, this is pretty easy. Wow. It's not going to jam. Just, okay. Put it here, make him.
Okay.
Back 4, back 8.
Yeah, I think
we got to go this
why
way.
not just come right back onto the yellow.
Edge.
Back of the 12, just draw up and freeze the yellow.
Well, he needs to tap it just a fraction to lie 2.
I would think so. Nolan?
Yeah, I like it.
Doesn't have to be moved very much, but if he's to lie 2 after this, has to move it a little bit. So 79% at this stage for Pat Simmons.
I got him with the seam.
Line's good.
Hard line.
Where are ya?
Hard line.
T-line.
Hard line. Hard, guys.
Hard. Easy, easy, yeah.
Keepers are having to go hard on this one.
Hard. Whoa, whoa.
See, that's a little short for me.
Yeah. I don't think that's a particularly good shot, to be honest.
Oh yeah, but look at that line.
So a chance for the Czechs to lie 2 again. It to be a narrower line than that and right onto the back stone, tap it back because it does lie the second shot. So Schnittel can hit and roll off to the right as we look at it from the overhead camera there. To lie 2 again. Czech Republic, as you can see, leading Canada 4 shots to 1 after 3 ends. Kenny Edwards and myself, Richard Harding, here in the Capitol Gymnasium in Beijing on day 3 of the CPT World Curling Championships.
Yep. Hard. 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 Stop it.
What can Schniegel do here? Can I squeeze it past the back yellow? He just does.
Okay, kamen. Okay, z toho vrátil zpátky.
Well.
Fajn. Dobře hozený. Jste šel.
Shot for Jiří Schnittel. Czech Republic lie 2, but it's not such a hard shot to make the double here, I don't think.
You like a bit more?
Nah, it's just a nose hit, Richard.
Right, that's good.
So people sometimes overcomplicate it, overthrow it, doing to play a double. Just throw the nose hit. The second stone will take care of itself.
Clean! Clean, yep!
So 85% for Kevin Cui.
Whoa! Yeah! Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Perfectly executed.
So no problem there for Kevin Cui, and he gets the 2 shots back that he was after, and Czech Republic were hoping to make them just take a single point. They will make the 2.
Come on, fine.
Oh, I beg your pardon. We've got 2 stones to go. I'm ahead of myself here.
Yeah, so Schneidel now needs to hit and hang around with this.
It does.
Doesn't want to roll to the right hand side at all. So that's a nice shot. So it'll be a nose hit for 2.
Still going to be 2. I just got it 2 shots early, that's all. Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
Might look like it's going to go, but I think they can hold it.
And this time coming the in turn or clockwise turn. It's a lot of ice they're taking, isn't it, Richard?
Yeah, I think he's just going to play controlled weight at this. But this is bread and butter for Kevin Cui. Saying that, we need to make a hit in the nose at the second end. He hit and spilled it out, really.
That's just control, eh?
Only got 1.
Control! Clean! Easy, easy. Whoa! Ah! Clean, yep! Clean! Yep! Yep! Easy, easy! Whoa, whoa, easy, whoa!
2 it is.
That's quite a spot. Good.
Canada will now pick up 2 shots.
Yeah, 2.
To narrow the score to 4-3.
Nice shot.
He gets the 2 back. That was a key point in all of that. And
crazy spot.
Well, yeah, I watched his and I thought it was.
just hear them concerned about a little patch in the ice there. I don't think the Czech team are finding it too difficult to handle the ice, but the Canadians seem to be fighting it quite badly.
Yeah, I think the Canadians maybe just overthinking it. Sometimes you are going to come to championships with ice conditions are a little bit tricky. The stones maybe a little bit different, and that's what a championship is all about. It's about playing what's put in front of you. And generally, the best team comes out on top at the end of the week.
So here we can see Cui having a pretty straightforward hit in the nose for his 2.
Yeah, these are the kind of shots you've got to make if you're going to become a world champion. Can't afford to hit and roll out with them.
So Canada immediately getting their 2 points back at the end of the 4th end. Score now 4-3 in favour of Jiří Schnittl. Czech Republic now get the last stone advantage here in the 5th end. They will be striving to score more than a point here to stretch the lead again. Back to Nolan Thiessen, still on 100% at this stage. 8 stones played so far. This is his 9th stone. Each one of the 8 stones played perfectly. 2 stones an end for every player, of course.
I mean, everything seems to be getting to that spot.
I just noticed the Canadians have pulled another hair broom out. Maybe they just think it's getting a little bit frosty. Left it behind the sheet actually, so they're not actually going to use it at the moment, but they've just pulled out the brush bag, so maybe it's just the ice conditions are changing a little.
Well, the middle of the sheet looks streaky, and that's rather a nice sign usually, but I think the edges look a bit frosty. Saying that, I was looking at the measuring devices of humidity and dew points earlier, and they're all in good order.
I think you can go on this one.
Sometimes it can look
Hard,
frosty,
fellas.
it's just because it hasn't really been played on very much.
Hard, fellas.
Of course, the frostiness, any little bits of snow make it tougher to sweep and have much effect on the sweeping.
Okay.
So, Thiessen a little bit short with that one.
Yeah, we're going to chop over onto the sheet next door. Game between Denmark and Scotland. Scotland leading 3-0. Rasmus Sterna with a chance to drag his team to within 1 point if he can draw into the forefoot.
Oh!
And that was successfully made, so it's Scotland 3, Denmark 2.
So Carter Rycroft, second player for
Weight's good.
Kevin Cui. In the fifth end, it's the last end before the break. We're halfway through the game at the end of this.
Go for line.
Oh, we're there.
Just looking for the dead freeze. That's a good
Looked
shot
like it was
from
going and then just.
Oh, I thought
Carter
we were going to
Rycroft.
get right to the nose. Line. Zadní krok.
85 třeba.
80, co si dáte?
80.
Ty Johannes nedění.
Yeah, I feel.
I think the best that Schmittel can do here is just separate these stones out a little bit, try and keep his shooter in play. It will move off to the left.
Backline. Backline.
Probably at the end of this
Whoa.
shot.
Whoa.
Plenty of speed at the moment. This is where it curls a bit though. Watch it against the centre line, see how much it's tracking across. He's held his other counter in the back 12-foot circle. Hoping it might count as the second shot towards the end of the end, but we're very early yet for that kind of thinking. So
Yeah, that's why you're going to... He wasn't that worried about removing his stone from shot and leaving Canada sitting one.
as long as he laid second and third shots, which he does.
I don't see a lot of good options.
So what kind of weight then?
Why Cui's kind of
Peel like 7/8.
Peel 7/8.
looking at this, he doesn't like. He's not that keen on this situation. It's not working terribly well for him, but Croft being asked to peel it out and roll in. Well, he will do that, but the stone is completely visible for Czechs to take out here.
Yeah, once again we're going to chop onto sheet B, and it's Japan still trailing Switzerland 4-1 in the fourth end. Switzerland sitting only one, and he tried a promotion to get his one and ends up giving up two, rips his own one out at the back of the house. So Japan really up against it on sheet B. They trail 6-1 now.
I'm okay with it.
Against Switzerland.
Meanwhile, on our sheet, which I was watching while you were telling us about that, Marek Vidra removed the two Canadian stones and rolled his shooter out of play as well to leave the Czechs lying just one shot and just that guard just off the centre line there for drawing behind. So third man for Canada, Pat Simmons will try that with his first stone here in the fifth end.
They're less than the freezes. Should be
5,
close.
6.
Yep. Hard.
Yes. Gotta go.
Another sweeping furiously to get it round this guard.
Wolf, we can.
He must get round the guard to make it count. Yes, he does. Nicely played line.
Stop curling. Stop curling.
And they wanted to stop curling and stop.
Okay.
Don't want it behind the tee line. Well,
Not bad.
right on the tee line. Pretty good, actually.
Okay, start.
Good shot there.
Pare start.
I can see the Canadian coaching
Pare start, same odds.
team
Back line.
reasonably satisfied with that shot, I think.
Get it. Yep.
So what is AJ Schnittel doing here? Trying to come round on the other hand. Looks like it.
Yeah, I think he's trying to come round in the out turn.
Fine. Pare start.
Come down and bump the red back, maybe a couple of feet. He does have last stone, remember.
He's got plenty of weight here as he passes the guard. He is not. Worse than that, he's going to put it in. Oh well, not quite. Well, how lucky is that? The shooter gets a twist at the end to roll in for third shot. And the Canadian stone, the guard that he caught, doesn't
I don't like that. Gotta hit
go into the house.
I think you gotta hit
But
something.
it does provide cover to come around if Canada want to do that. The problem Kui's got here is that
What else do you
the
like?
stone is lying on the...
Well, it's either hit or that.
Yeah. Well,
We like to hit.
you don't have much good place to roll. Like
No, I know. Your call.
Yeah, I probably like hitting something here as well, Richard, purely because
Split
there's
those.
two yellow counters there.
I
Can't
like
really
this.
afford to give
I mean,
up
you know it
another
curls
three
a ton here.
Okay.
at this stage of the game.
Let's make it.
2 isn't a disaster, but 3 is just
Okay, so
a no-go.
I think I can throw close to the same here. What do you guys
I
think?
think you need a little more.
A little more?
I think,
Okay.
well,
Not a ton, like 3 feet more.
in the Czech Republic's favour, the 4-foot circle's wide open. So they're always going to have a saving shot at the end of this, but
Line might be a little tight. Hard.
Picking.
Hard.
Picking hard.
Canadians are looking to just draw for 2. This
No, I think leave it, Kurt.
Yeah, I think the guy said has grabbed something just as he released it.
yeah, I think so. They're now going to face 3.
And that's why maybe playing the hip was the sensible option.
Well, you can't legislate for a pick up there. There's carpet round the arena, shedding a little bit of blue fibre. And we can see on the other side of the ice hall, China and Norway having a titanic battle. 1-1 after 5 ends it is, and Schnittel removes that on our game to lie 3.
We're fine.
So
No, ten konec. Jsem tam nebyl, sorry.
3 stones to go here in the 5th end of our feature game, Canada versus Czech Republic. And Kui going for the double hit and roll behind to lie first shot partly guarded if he can get it.
Yeah, he just needs a nose hit once again. He's thrown the heat at this one though, Richard.
Certainly has.
Gets away with it though.
Good shot, Kev.
Oh, lifts the double. You see it just driving the yellow back onto the other one, the back of the blue 12-foot area. Pushing both yellows out of play.
Roll na střed, jo?
Jo.
3 stones to go here in the 5th end. First shot of EV Schnittels.
Yep.
Fairly good chance to pick up 2 more here for the Czechs. He must hold his shooter in the rings here though. That's a good shot, very good shot. Hits and rolls across. Misses that red stone on the way out, so he doesn't jam anything on that to leave it lying. And Czech Republic will lie 2, well spread in the house. It's in the back, 4-foot circle. Well, this is an interesting selection, Kenny.
It's soft for weight too, you think?
Going to try and freeze
was light
this,
for weight, but it also picked out of his hand, so...
Yeah, okay,
really
so
tall.
it's in behind
We
that
think
other
about
guard.
Probably 3 feet, 4 feet more than...
I can understand why he's thinking that way, but
Jeez, that looks like so much ice, eh?
would have thought he'd maybe put the hit and roll off the winger.
This is a tough shot. There's a lot of factors in this one.
So if he just misjudges this slightly, a little bit too much weight or a little bit high, leaves the takeout available. Czechs have a good chance to score 3 here. So this shot has to be very accurately
to try and flop under.
executed.
I mean, this is that spot, and you remember they racked twice and 3, like coming in, and it.
You mean like their hack waiters or whatever? That one? Those ones?
They were just trying to, yeah, they were trying to tap it up, and it looked good, and then just such a guess for the line. I think I got the weight.
If the rock was another foot under, I'd love it, but it's tough.
Don't got a lot of time, fellas.
We've been burning it up.
Now we're under half already. We're slow.
I'm just not sure on the line.
Yeah, we haven't seen too much.
Like, I'm wondering if this is easier.
Well, that will curl. There's no doubt about that, right?
Yeah, like.
Really like that.
They threw some of those bumps and stuff, like.
Lots of room
that.
to make it. Quarter hack.
Take a run at the double too if you want.
Well, I think this is a better chance of making this. At least we know what this does, right?
Sure.
And so just listening into what the players are saying, one point that no one Thiessen did say was a little short for time. So we're not even at the 5th end break, and they've used more than half their time.
Hack weight. Hack.
I like this. I like it a lot.
So you heard the front end saying, like this, like it a lot. The idea here is just to tap that back and hope to roll in behind, and that reduces the prospect of losing a 3. So we can see side view of Kevin Cooey in the hack, and here he will play a little bit of weight at this. And he hopes to tap it back, but I think it's pretty wide at the moment. Has to curl a long way.
And it comes down the hill now.
Here it comes. Is he going to get the roll? He's not. He can tap it back. Well,
Didn't
not
quite
bad.
do what you thought. Or was he wide?
Pretty good weight, eh?
Schnittel can follow it. Now he needs to be careful here. Could we put a bit of weight on there? And if you drop the weight too much here, play it a fraction inside to the left of that brush being held by Baresh. And I think there's every chance he can catch the guard and give up a point to Canada, so he's got to have the courage of this shot and just play solid hack weight at it, let it curl, and he's got a good chance to pick up 2 if he makes this. And they were talking about the time, 73 minutes. And they've only got 33 minutes left, the Canadians. Going to have to step on it.
Just did. Fine, 50. Just did.
So Schnittel.
Fine. Yep.
Good looking line. Needs to make sure he's past this guard.
Yep.
Yeah, I think he's got this one nicely.
Yep.
Perfectly.
Oh, and a little flop in as well.
So 2 it will be to the Czechs, and they will go into the 5th end break with a 6-3 margin in their favour. And Kui giving up 2 pointers in the first, the third and the fifth ends. Every time the Czechs have had last stone, they've scored 2.
Yeah, so interesting start to the game.
So, highlights of the beginning of this game, first half of the game. Czech Republic looking in good shape here. Yuji Schnittel, a chance to tap back, possibly for 2 here in the third end. He will get the tap nicely here. Just dislodged the red stone, rollish second yellow across, and it will be a measure for 3. And it looks like the dial didn't move. Canadian counter out-counts Czech one, and it's only 2, but 4-1 ahead for Czech Republic at that point. And here in the fourth end, Kevin Kui with his last stone.
Control! Clean! Easy! Whoa! Yep!
Chance to get his 2 straight back with a straightforward hit on the nose. He does. The score is narrowed to 4-3. But as we just saw, after 4 ends, 4-3 in favour of Czech Republic. And Schnittel now has an opportunity to take 2 more here in the fifth end. Nice controlled weight takeout. He makes the 2, and at the half-time break, Czech Republic lead Canada 6 points to 3.
So we're going to take a look at Scotland versus Denmark, and you see, it looks like Denmark are sitting 1 in behind the yellow guard. So Ewan MacDonald for Scotland, looking for the double. And makes a double. Can he hold the shooter? He can't. So it will be a score of 2 and a 5-2 lead going into the sixth end. So all the games through 5 ends. Here are the scores. Norway leading China 2-1. Having a great battle on sheet A. Switzerland on sheet B, they lead 6-1 over Japan. And as we've seen, Scotland 5-2 over Denmark.
Okay.
Já to koukáš TSN, viď? Můžeš tam nechat, no.
The team's just getting a quick refreshment. We'll have a chat with the coach as well, and I think the coaches will be pretty happy with the way the stats look. See, both shooting 86 and 87%. No stolen points though.
And Nolan Thiessen at this stage, after 5 ends, still has 100%. He's played 9 draws and 1 takeout and made them all perfectly. So, Jindrik Kitzberger here in the 6th end, starting the second half of the game. time is certainly an issue for Canada. They've used up too much time in the first 5 ends. And I wonder if Easy Schnittel is partly thinking about trying to force Canada into lots of drawing to run them even tighter on the time. You should certainly know from the time clocks that the Canadians have a time problem.
Is it?
Halfway.
One way of saving time, of course, is to make sure the next guy's ready in the hack to curl. And they're not wasting any time in delivering their shots.
Yeah,
it's remarkable how much time that can save if you put your mind to it.
Yeah, I think for me, Canada just overcomplicated the end. You know, the skip stones have been just taking maybe 5 or 6 minutes over each shot, deciding where to put the brush.
Pana uší trošku, lepší. Trochu uší. Ta strana už je projetá, hráli tam oni 1000krát.
On není to tak rychlý.
Uší.
Ne, nepřetáčíš.
Tady ta strana točí mnohem víc.
Jo.
So a couple of stones in play and a corner guard.
10-11.
No one thinks the say at 100%.
He's only played one takeout.
9-10. 9-10.
Hard.
10. Whoa. Clean. Yep.
Hard.
Yep. 9.
Hard.
Down.
Really hard.
Hard. Really coming down.
Really hard.
This one really sliding down the hill now.
Hard roll, Pat. Hard roll.
It's a very slight slope, Kenny, not a big hill.
Well, it tends to be more curl in one hand than the other, Richard.
Yes.
Půlku. Větší půlku. Na 30.
We're talking about millimetres of difference here, but nonetheless, it's a hill where you come from. Here we are. Marek Vidra, 88%. And I think the change of lineup has just shaken the Czech team up here a bit, and young Mr. Barish has played very well at third. Played a lot of good shots.
Yeah, he has.
Question really is, can he keep playing as well over the next 5 ends?
Well, they haven't been far away. They had a tight game against China earlier on today. So, don't believe Carter Rycroft is playing 83%. And a little bit maybe.
I think you've got it in for him.
I just can't see where the 83% has come from. He hasn't had 2 stones consistently played well at all in this game.
Wow.
That one's it makes it tricky, but it's still not in a great spot.
No, you can easily edge that one out to the side without really losing anything yourself. So just over curling a little bit and running off the side of that shot, so not too difficult for Vidra just to tap it out, keep his shooter in play. Danger here a little bit for the Czechs is they have too many stones in play, and it leaves it easier for the Canadians to freeze to. Actually, that's a good shot there, just spreading the stones out, reducing the number of stones in the house. And they've got the game where they want it in this end, in the house. Get another look at this. Hits the red one, spills the one on the back of the 4-foot out, and bumps the side stone out.
Good. Yep.
Still lie 2, but nicely spread apart, and no guards.
Whoa. Weight's good.
So it favours the Czechs at the moment.
Close. Yep.
This one's looking a little bit redder, Richard. You'll be happy with that one.
That's tough there, eh?
There's a bit of separation, though.
Yeah, I'm sorry I said there were no guards. It's just that one guard up in the area to the left as we look at it in front of the house.
9, 10, 9.
So, what's the shot here? Hit it on the nose.
I think that's probably the right call, Richard. Just right on the nose, just to control weight and try and set the two stones in line.
Well, I think that's a good shot too, because the yellow stone will slip in behind the guard or even further across.
So I would say that's a bad shot, Richard, purely because it's bringing the play around in behind the corner guard. And that's exactly where you don't want it at this stage. Now Canada are going to try and swing one round, even bump the yellow back to tee,
he gave me wide with my guard.
and they're looking pretty good for a 2.
Well, yep, true enough.
Time will
to
tell.
make this shot, though.
Time will tell, Richard.
Has to make this shot very accurately. We've got the rock clock running here.
Hard line. Gotta go. Hard. Gotta be here. Right close. Hard.
Canadian invention. That's why I'm calling it a rock clock and not a stone clock, which it should be called, really.
Hard.
Well, what do you think of that?
Average, I think, would be the phrase I would use, or the word that was used. If it'd just been a couple inches to the right, it would have been absolutely perfect.
Yes.
The one thing is, that corner guard's very long, so they should be able to play a little bit of weight, come past that guard and push the yellow back.
Now it's important for Barish to hold this stone in play.
He noses, there would be a double on that, and there you see it.
Well, ideally he would have hit and rolled the other way.
Can't we hit on the top of ours?
I mean, if you go into ours, yeah, it's not bad. I don't think you want to.
Going into theirs is way better.
I don't think you want to throw it real hard, like just here.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're just discussing the weight. The reason why they're discussing the weight is they don't want to throw a big peel at it, come down, catch half of the yellow, push the red off the top of the yellow in behind the guard, and roll
like
through
the
themselves. So even if they catch half stone,
I don't know what this is going to do at all.
back weight, barrier weight, they should still be able to hold both reds in the house.
But
at least we know what it's going to do.
Yeah.
We're just guessing.
I like this. It'll come up the hair.
It's very, very difficult off this hand.
Control.
Well, I think there's a high chance they're going to catch their own red stone if they come off the check counter at the top of the 4 foot, rather than the yellow one of their own. I think they recognise that too themselves.
Yeah.
Playing controlled weight at this.
To make this shot, I think you're probably going to have to come another handle at this weight.
Hard. Whoa. Hard.
But we'll see.
Hard. Real hard.
Yeah, there we see it.
Yep, it did hit the red one first. It will lie first shot, but gives Schnittel a chance to tap this back and roll across to lie 2 himself. We can see Scotland v Denmark.
Yeah. Here is Rasmus Sterner drawing for 2. And McDonald not quite making the double. Rasmus just needs to be fully 12 foot for this one, for 2 to narrow the gap to 1. And this one, never in doubt, pulls up on the 8 foot. So that game now 5-4 after 6 ends. Meanwhile, back on sheet A. Czech Republic just trying to play an in-turn tap back. Played this one with a lot of weight.
Oh, Well,
just half that one out.
No wiedział.
More than 3/4.
chance there to hit and roll across to lie 2. I don't think this is an easy shot that Kui's looking at.
No, but you expect it to pull once it gets past the guard at a controlled weight, so if you can find the nose.
Heavy board.
Yeah, I like that.
That should be good.
Yeah.
So we're now in the later stages of end number
As long as
6.
we get to the nose,
3
does it
stones
jam?
remain here. 2 for
Does the
Kevin
red,
Kui,
red,
1
red?
for
It'll be
Schnittel.
close. You know what I mean, Kev? Like,
And a chance to come round here, tap the
you can't just necessarily peel
red
it.
onto the yellow,
Maybe we're thinking
leave
heavy.
Canada lying 2.
It's probably not a lot heavier.
I think it's
out
a-
here, eh? No, not in this one.
Quite a difficult shot, but as you say, Kenny, it will draw quite a lot at the end. Need to play not too much weight at this and have faith in his sweepers.
Whoa! Whoa, right off.
And the call of right off means it's probably a little bit on the high side. Will it curl now though?
Off.
It will. It's a good shot. Very good shot.
Good enough. Isn't it?
Well played, perfect weight. You see how the 2 reds are
How much can you see of it?
locked together. You're only ever really going to get rid of one of them.
That's not going anywhere. No.
You can see these 2 stones, D2 and 3.
No, ty potřebuješ hrát tak rychle, a to tam nezatočí.
This one just curling really hard at the end and pushing the yellow through.
So the Canadians not playing the stones in the
40, no.
order of 1 to 8. Sometimes these teams find a stone that they like that maybe curls a little bit more and they have it ready for use at times like that maybe.
Yeah, the teams do get a 10-minute practice before the game, and they also have a practice in the evenings, and that's where the 5th man really does earn his wages. He's in throwing stones in the evening, matching rocks, making sure they're all the same speed, the same curl, and if there is one maybe rogue stone in there, he'll identify it so the team know exactly what's happening. So it does come down and push one of the reds through, but it's a free draw to the 8 foot for 2, so fairly soft 2. One nice shot from Kevin Kui has set up this end for his team. Get right back in it.
Positive draw now. This one.
So it will be last stone in the 8th end. Czech Republic
No.
leading 6 shots to 3 in the 6th end, I beg your pardon. Last stone in the 6th end. Czech Republic leading 6 shots to 3.
That quick stuff.
It's 4 or
Kevin
5 feet.
Kui, straight draw to the house, fully into the 8 foot circle really, or touching the 8 foot circle, and he will pick up 2
Line's
here.
good.
Go like that early. You're clean.
Good line.
We're good. We're good.
Nope. Hard, guys. Hard, guys. Hard, guys. Hard.
So this one looks pretty good for weight. Sweeper's not too worried with this one. Just keeping it clean all the way down. So the score now 6-5 in Czech Republic's favour after 6 ends.
Yeah.
That was good information, eh?
Yeah, because even when I let go, I thought that was pretty hard.
I liked it when you let go. Like I really liked it. You thought it was all there.
So just discussing what weight they threw at that stone there. They're obviously quite happy with it. Beginning to find their feet on this end sheet D. It's interesting that most of the crowd is actually towards sheet A side, which may be having a little bit of a difference on the ice conditions. So that's maybe why they're finding it a little bit difficult, because they played across on sheet A this morning. And switched across to the other side where there's not as many spectators anyway. Let's take a look at the line score. It's been 2s all round, apart from that second end. Canada forced the other one.
Well, they had a chance for 2 there, of course, and Kui's last stone just caught too little of the Czech counter and ran out. So Norway leading China 2-1. The 7th end, Switzerland and Japan 6-3. Japan pulling 2 shots back there, and Denmark scoring 2 just a moment ago to be 5-4 behind in the game against Scotland. So Nolan Thiessen being marked down for his draw in the last end, a little bit short on one of those. Takes his score off 100% to 98%. Once more, just in the centre of the house, and the Canadians still need to be on the attack here. They trail by 1, and they have given up the last stone advantage again here in the 7th end. Kitzberger. Going for the draw behind. This is his 4th World Men's Curling Championship.
Halfway.
Beg your pardon, his 6th World Men's Curling Championship. The only one he's missed in the last few years, 2010. When Czech Republic didn't qualify.
Let it curl. Yep. Where are you?
Halfway.
Just 2.
2.5.
What do you want?
Keep halfway.
Just cross the line.
You can finish it. There it goes. Right across the line, Carter. Go. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Good shot.
Yeah, so corner guard this time for
That's it.
Czech Republic. Just ignoring Canadian rock in the house.
Yep.
But Kitzberger's second, they're going to take it out.
Yep.
Hard!
Just does enough. Gets past the top guard. So not all teams playing in this session, Richard. There's obviously Russia, Sweden, United States and Germany who are not playing this evening. So maybe you can tell us why there's only 4 sheets at a major championship like this rather than maybe 5 or 6, so every team is playing.
Whoa.
So maybe you can't tell me that, Richard.
Fine.
Well, the number of teams was expanded to 12 a few years ago, and it's really not possible to fit 6 sheets of ice into most of the arenas that are visited. You can probably put 5 in just about, but this way there's a little bit of space for showing the game, hopefully at its best, with television equipment and so on. So 2/3 of the teams play at any one time.
Yeah, so Canada have got their corner guard up here. So they're going to probably draw the other side.
2.5.
No, they're actually going to call the
What? Higher the better. Higher the better.
centre guard with this.
2.5.
Try and go even with this, or you're not there.
Little bit. That's good.
That's a good shot.
So,
good spot.
Czech Republic.
Is that a good spot? Awesome.
Playing a little defensively now. They've got last stone. They lead by 1. Probably want to blank this 7th end. Maybe take one in the 8th.
It's quite difficult to run for home when you have the free guard zone at the front, allowing stones to be put up in front of the house and not removed from play, or else they'll come back and be replaced. And the 7th end's just a little bit early to try and run for home. Really, you can have a go, but it's not easy to do it the whole way.
Yeah, what year was it the free guard zone came in, Richard?
2.
Hard early, Nolan. Hard early.
It's fine.
To 2.
It's fine. Easy. Right here.
Yeah, that's her.
Around 1983.
Not quite.
Go then. Go then. Don't want him to be able to bump this.
93.
I gotcha.
So.
Well done, Kenny. Font of all knowledge.
There has been talk about having the 5 rock free guard zone though, hasn't there?
There has, and I think they've tried it out in a few big events, big bonspiels in Canada. Just adds another element to the game to increase the chances of a more attacking type of game.
Yeah, we just had a look at the Norway-China situation there, and it looked like a steal of 2 for Thomas Olsrud. Yep, it was. It was a 4-1 over on sheet A.
I think you got to go this way to get here, right?
Yeah, or kill it.
Or kill it.
So China trailing by 3 in that one, but another game. This is exactly where Kevin Cooey wants this. He's got a centre guard up, he's got a stone back of the 4-foot, he's got somebody to come against it.
It's good. Yep. Easy. Yeah. Easy. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Šedesát to hrál on. No.
So that red stone right in behind the guard.
Yep.
Will force Jakub Paresh to go after it. And is he getting to get past the guard? He sneaks past the guard. Hits that one just on the high side of the nose, so it sneaks out into the open this time.
Well, look at the curling, and he will pass by, well, a few millimetres. Another good shot. He's just showing a percentage so far of 75, but he's made a lot of key shots. The ones he hasn't made are the ones that have mattered less, I think, in this game.
Shade more. Clean. Yep. Shade more. Yeah.
So we're on to skip stones here in the 7th.
Whoa. Oh.
4 shots remaining.
Yes. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Cooey anxious to get the roll here.
Whoa.
The roll in behind. Well, it doesn't move. Well, it moved next to nothing. So not getting the roll gives the chance for Schnittel now to try and get it a roll himself. Or do you fancy the hit and roll to the other side there, over to the left? Yep, they're looking at that. Well, they're looking at the line actually. but perhaps they should look at trying to hit and roll to the left side. Barish is suggesting that, I think.
Yeah, you've got to think Team Canada and Kevin Cui would be happy to force here in 7. Try and take 2 and 8 to square the game up.
This is where I think Schnittel's not quite as good as some of the other skips, where they're always looking at, or they're often looking at how to try to provide a difficult shot for their next, their opponent with his next stone. Here, I think, well, Schnittel looking for the, what's he looking for? Hit and roll in behind.
I think that's what they called the hit and roll in behind.
I think so too. Doesn't want to catch the guard in it. Sweeping madly like this. Passed all right. Just can't get the movement off the stone to go behind.
Yeah, so I think Cui will just look to hit and check in behind the corner this time, probably, because the hit and roll in behind the centre is very, very tight. The worst thing you can do is actually catch the guard, so the hit and check behind the corner is probably the easier and safer shot.
Definitely. I don't think the hit and roll behind there's on anymore, with the just slight moves to the left as we looked at it. So going for the hit and roll behind the corner, and I noticed Kevin Cui zooming down to the other end there to play this shot. They're really pressed for time, the Canadians. Looking for the roll, and he will get it, but it's going to roll too far. Is it going to stick around at all?
Yeah, it has. It's hung around in the back 12, but it's going to be a relatively easy hit and roll for Schniedel, and they will get out of this end with a blank.
Crucially though, if they can manage this, they will hold the last stone going into the 8th.
So final stone of this 7th end for Gigi Schniedel, looking to hit and run. Looks to have played it absolutely tight as anything and catches it the wrong side. So gets away with it though.
So Schnittel will hit and roll out and retain the last stone advantage going into the 8th end. Czech Republic leading 6 shots to 5 after 7 ends.
So here we see the arena here in Beijing. There's only 3 games left out there. So we're going to take a look at the final shot from Yuri Schniedel, just playing the in turn, and maybe release that one a little inside. See them just up the sweeping a little bit at the end. Just over curled, catches the inside. He would have wanted to hit the outside and roll away. It takes the roll through the house and blanks the end. See a little bit of disappointment there. He got a little bit fortunate there.
So 6 shots to 5, the scoreboard tells the story, and last stone advantage back with, or still with Czech Republic going into end number 8.
Right for here.
Nolan Thiessen then, starting off for Canada.
Weight's good. Okay, easy.
Line's good, just split center.
Should be there, should be there.
Good shot.
So, Czech Republic just going to come around this centre guard that was laid by Canada.
Počkáme. Bude brzdí za chvilku. Lepší.
Stále pořád moc.
Jede. Nebrzdí nám. Pořád nám ještě jede. Ještě ne, Máro, ještě ne. Pořád nám jede. Ještě ne.
Doesn't want to slip back of the tee. He'd also leave Canada freeze opportunity. But I think Canada's probably going to... No, he's not going to freeze this one. He's going to throw the double guard.
Well, the Canadians have got to really go for it now.
Looks heavy.
Weight's fine.
Oh, no.
Clean it.
The problem the last end was with just the one guard, the play pretty much got transferred into the house and stayed there.
Good shots.
That's a good shot from Thiessen. Very little chance of moving both these guards. And of course they can't do it with this stone still being part of the free guard zone. So Kitzberger trying to play down the same line and perhaps freeze his first stone to lie 2. Czechs happy to play the game in the house.
Oh, that's a great shot by Kitzberger.
Yeah, very good. So, the yellow stones of the Czechs, both in front of the tee. It's so important that the lead puts them in front of the tee and not behind.
Well, if I can get to the nose
Kitzberger has done
and
that.
back to the button, then I got this. Yeah. And then you can go like this. Okay.
10-11.
Hard.
No, you just want to bump that one to the back of the button.
Yeah, back 4.
Well, I guess
But
that's
10-11 to make
Yeah,
it.
you need a 10 to make it, yeah.
So just wanted to do the double tap back, and there we see the 2 time clocks on our screen at the same time.
pretty close.
Still 11.
Close.
11.
How's the weight?
11.
Yep. Yes. Yes. Gee.
Oh. Well, that's definitely not quite what was called for. And now we can see Schnittel has no doubt what he wants to do here. Clear the stones off the guard zone area. Get the play, keep the play in the house. Well, not a very good shot from Rycroft. He hasn't moved these stones to the back of the house at all. Leaves a shooter available for a hit at some point. Off goes the long guard, rolls the shooter out of play. So stage 1 of the removal of the guard.
Yeah, it's probably about this point in the match that Schnittel will be realising that he's got a great chance of beating Canada. And
I need a hair more.
it's all about the nerves, really. And I'm not convinced he's got it in his locker.
How's the
What?
weight?
The nerve.
The nerve to close this game out.
Got room. 7-8. Got room. 7.
7.
Freeze. Just
Great.
freeze.
Go now.
So you can see 4 more stones after this one for Canada. Just trying to freeze on here. And they roll off that stone to lie to the left. And we get to the end of the Swiss-Japan game. To the left there, Benoit Schwartz. He plays the last stones for Switzerland. Peter the Cruz in the middle. Switzerland will win 8-3, coming back from their defeat by Scotland earlier today.
Fine.
Marek Vidra, then
Fine, David.
second player for Czech Republic here in the 8th end.
Does push one of the Canadian rocks out though.
Yeah, it's a good shot that. It reduces the number of stones that Canada can play with in the house.
Get down.
And the shooter rolls off to the wing and just grabs the very edge of the circle.
I think that's better, right?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Like back four.
Czech Republic, of course, having an eye to try to pick up 2 stones again. They are leading 6-5. They've got last stone advantage. So Simmons. And they had, just to go back to the clocks for a moment, they have 18 minutes to play this end and the next 2, the Canadians.
Real light.
Yeah, they're going to have to work really hard on this one. Let's see this one coming down the slope now.
Yep, line.
Good stone from Simmons.
Yeah, finds a good spot.
Still tight for time, Canada though. And because they're trailing, they have to try to make the play. It means there's a lot of draw shots, a lot of taps. And the game goes more slowly when you play lots and lots of those, of course. Would you be tempted to take the guard off here, Kenny?
There's a call, but if you could hit maybe in roll underneath. You're throwing it to nothing really, so yeah, you're probably right, just take the guard off.
Well,
Or do that, Richard.
Yeah, that'll do.
Wow. Once again, I don't know if that was what they called.
Any bits of running for you have been checked tonight. Look at that. Oh. Dislodges the one in front of the check counter, which was the dangerous one really for them, wasn't it? Look at that. Oh.
Which are we playing, Pat? Are we playing the tap?
Well,
see a hair more weight even on this side.
Barish on 77, but it may be 77, but they're all the shots that he needs to play. The ones he's not made of that percentage are the ones that have mattered much less. Can't believe, mind you, that shows. Well, Simmons has played well too, but just young Czech third man is holding his own in this battle. And this one's not a good one.
No, I just think it's beginning to slip away from Canada.
There's a great chance here for the Czechs to lie first and second stones. And Jakub Barish down at the house looking at his next shot. For me, that's always a sign that they're getting excited at the wrong end. Of course, he can take a little bit longer there. Time is not as critical as Canada's. By about 5 minutes. It's quite a lot in overall time. So Barish going for the hit and hoping for a little roll away from his own stone in the 4-foot circle. Not far away with this, I don't think. Oh.
See, that's, he had to get right in behind.
Yeah.
Not half in behind like that. So it would have been better rolling away to the opposite side, like you say, Richard.
Yeah.
And making a safe too.
I think that's minimum.
Am I just going to leave a double though?
So we can see the
I can probably make that double, but
Canadian coaching team up in the back there.
I think the key is to make sure that, like, it'd be nice to even kill this one of these, right?
No, I know, but this is going to spin to there, right? And then it might go into the side of that.
Yeah. I think good hack is minimum, though.
Well, I think they're two different shots, though, right? Think I can make that double?
Yep.
I think he can make the double. I think the double is on. I don't know if he can make it.
Yeah.
But it's definitely on.
It's definitely
You just
on.
want to move them
He's
right.
pretty
You don't care
accurate
about
at the
killing
big,
this. Just move
big
it back
weights.
to here.
No, I like getting it.
I don't think he needs to play huge weight at this. Good controlled weight and hits it on the nose, and he's got the double, or just almost on the nose, and he's got the double take out, and he'll lie two.
It's fairly tight to the guard though, Richard. I think that's why they're throwing the controlled weight at this.
Hack!
Well, that is control.
Whoa.
Not too heavy.
Whoa! Gonna have trouble getting that one out. Whoa!
It's pretty high at the moment.
This is real high. This has got a long way to curl.
Yes!
It's curling though. Is he going to jam it? He is.
Okay.
Oh, and he doesn't even remove the back one. My
Okay,
goodness.
not bad. Pretty good.
The guys think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty bad.
I think it's pretty bad. Well, there you go. We agree at one thing.
It's
No, necháme to teďka.
I don't think it's very good at all. But anyway, we'll see. 3 stones remaining here in the 8th end. 2 of them belong to this man, Jiří Schnittel from Prague. He plays his curling at home in the Rodzili curling club in Prague.
So is he just trying to push this through at hack weight and roll inside maybe ever so slightly?
Well, I certainly think that would be a nice shot. Just to catch the right hand side of that red Canadian counter, roll in behind the yellow to lie in the top of the 8-foot circle and lie two. But his accuracy of takeout has been a little bit suspect. He still made the shot.
He's throwing some big weight at this. This has got a long, long way to curl.
It has. We did see them curling, but this one comes now. He's got a nice shot out of this. Fraction too far, but it's okay.
Tam může rolovat za ten centr, ale dobrý. My to tam máme pak přes ten náš, když tak.
Kind of lost it on the sweeping there a little bit.
Yeah, I think so.
Same weight.
The sweepers had really beefed into that. They could have had that stone right behind the guard. So a chance for Kui now to try and get a steal of a point. 2 stones now remaining, this one and one from Schnittel. So very important that Kui gets a roll behind here. You can see him through that rather artistic shot.
Clean.
Yeah.
No. No.
Sort of down weight. It's just hack probably.
Yes! Yes! Hard!
Feverish sweeping, have they lost it?
Sit. Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, that's a great spot he's found. Just rolls underneath the yellow. Makes it really, really hard to score.
That is about the only spot he could be in to make it as tough as it's going to be for Schnittel. Sweeping madly, and it rolls across, will remain as first shot, biting the 4-foot circle. But if there's one thing Jiří Schnittel's been good at, it's the draw. I don't think he's going for the draw. What's he doing here? Is he going to tap that yellow up onto the red and get 2? I think he's certainly having a go at it. Well, it's a brave one. I think this is very difficult looking at the angles there.
I don't think it is, Richard, if you just play a controlled weight. Just on the nose, at hack weight. And we know how much it pulls from that side.
It's to be an accurate line.
So this one is really going to throw hard now.
Is he on the guard? If he is, he's going to lose a point here. Oh dear, dear, dear.
Yeah, so big mistake and a steal of one for the Canadians. Canadians still need to be very careful. They are running close to the wire with a time clock. Shows a bit of frustration there, understandably though.
Well, I had to be really perfect with that shot. I didn't need to do anything other than play a draw to the button for a point and go 2 ahead. I know, obviously, if he made the shot, he's going to be 3 up, but now that he hasn't, it's even Stevens at 6-6.
Yeah, everything's easy in hindsight, Richard, isn't it?
So we can have another look at Yuji Schnittel here. Just releasing that stone. They're not immediately onto it with the sweepers, but by this stage they are, and it catches a piece of the guard, rolls out, and leaves Canada counting their single point for a steal of 1 and a 6-6 scoreline after 8 ends. And that is the scoreboard. Czech Republic scoring 2 points in the first, third and fifth end. Canada coming back into it the last couple of ends, and here we see the other games going on. Switzerland, Japan finished, but the other two, China and Norway, and Scotland, Denmark, still continuing.
Let it go. Well, you're over. That's over.
So now having a go at the long guard this time. Canada looking to steal another point here.
Yeah, so
if they can.
Just looking at the Czech Republic are calling this. They're calling this one into the house on the tee line, I think. Yep, going for the blank here, trying to retain last stone advantage on that. Should the opportunity present itself, they would take 2 if they've got this counter out wide.
Seems like a good idea to me.
It's very easy on paper, Richard.
So that stone right in the back, 12 foot of Hendrik.
Line's good.
Kitzberger.
Hard line. How's the weight?
Just there. Not bad now.
Get it tight.
Yep. Hard line.
Good.
Hard line.
Wait there now.
Wait over curl. Easy, easy. Whoa, easy. Want to keep some line.
Another great shot from Nolan Thiessen. He's played superbly well in this game.
That's fine.
Robot-like would be the phrase I'd use. Robot-like.
Fine. Fine.
Yep.
Close fine.
Yep.
Naroshi.
Yep. Harsher.
Can the Supers get this one past the guard? I think they have.
Yep. Yep.
That's a nice draw by Kitzberger. He himself played pretty well, 93%, as we take a look at sheet 8, Norway, China. China trailing by 3 in this 8th end. Leo Ray.
Hard line. Go hard. Come on, guys, go.
Trying to draw. Forrest 2. Makes it perfectly. And the home crowd were delighted. So they narrow the gap to 1 as they head into the 9th end. Meanwhile, back on sheet D. 2 guards in play. A couple of stones in the forefoot. As we look at Marek Vidra for Czech Republic. Just taking the centre guard off. Canada have managed to draw one in behind on top of the yellow stone in the forefoot.
And you can tell how the play in this game has gone. Vidra has played 14 takeouts and 3 draws. And Rycroft 6 takeouts and 11 draws. So that gives you an idea of who's been pushing the lead throughout.
Good spot.
Particularly noticeable at the second players and even the thirds. So the guards now being removed once more by Yiju Schnittel in the 9th end. 6-6, you can see the score is.
The 2 sides, that side slow down some and this side.
Fine.
Hitting and going. He will succeed with that.
Back air.
More than me.
Yeah, I don't want to at all.
Line's good. Doesn't need to curl.
Good. Weight's coming
Line's
off.
good.
It could curl then.
No, line's good. Doesn't need to curl.
Oh. Yep.
So Canada just continues to throw the centre guard.
They're shot, eh?
They are.
I think they're trying to tempt the Czechs to try and go for clearing both the guards out.
Ugardy jsou blízko, abych je zkusil.
Hitting it on the nose.
A nic nevidím.
So is he trying to run everything back here? Take 2 guards or just a single?
Well, I think he's going for them both, but well, he takes the guard off once more. Czech Republic lying 1, just behind the centre line.
You guys give us the line.
Kui repeating the call to put another guard back on.
Pretty close.
Pretty good.
6. Line's good. Room right now.
Line's good.
Line's good. Get it there. Get it there.
Weight's good.
Good line.
Weight's good. Whoa.
Wait only. Weight's all there. Hold on. Stay with it. Just for line.
Sweepers just keeping a close eye on this.
No. Yep. Go.
Going to do enough for shot though.
Really good.
He certainly is.
Beauty.
Good throw path. Oh boy.
Yeah. Canada beginning to turn the screw now down the home stretch.
Yeah, very good shot indeed from Pat Simmons.
Co to je? Komora skoro. Takhle spíš odsud. Okay.
So Barish, the second rock here in the 9th end.
Tak jo.
The stones are a little bit closer together, Richard, so it makes the run back a little easier.
Yep.
Let's go. Yep.
So we can take a look at the clocks, and this is what actually happened to the shot when the red was driven back.
Oh dear. I'm glad we missed it the first time.
I kind of agree with that.
Maybe not quite in case he does this, right? Maybe you want to be more out here.
Oh man, I can't see him drawing, but.
No, if you put it there, he's going to run. He's going to try and run this. Yeah.
If you put it
Yeah,
there
so,
and he runs this, he could.
Canada sitting 3.
I mean, his guard would have to stay there or close to it.
Nice thing about this is if he.
In behind the centre guard as well. Czech Republic in a whole lot of trouble.
Like if he's running this and he sticks it, you know, we're second. Should be second over.
It's actually about the first time in the game that the Czechs have been in real trouble at this stage.
That's bad.
In any end.
Even.
You like
We can
Let's listen to what the Canadians have to say.
Then we just get right.
Anywhere piece behind it.
Yeah.
But pick your spot.
We've got the coach. Well, we haven't got the coach. We've got the 5th man down
If you
here.
put it there,
He's been called.
it's tough to get rid of.
I mean, I just think you don't want to. I mean, I think if we're out here,
Yeah.
and he makes some kind of double, we still got the force, right? Like.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to curl into here. That's
Well,
for sure.
and in this
He was
spot,
actually part of the
it's
team.
very possible.
In 2010 when they
I agree.
won the World
But I mean,
Championships
I
as
don't
well,
wanna
so he
get
has
on
been with these
on
guys,
him.
so
I don't want to
maybe
give
the
him
guys
some
feel a little bit more confident
Like to
sending
not give
Jamie
this
down
though.
rather
We've
as the
seen-
coach from
you
the
just
bench.
saw- you should get a good read off. You just saw mine.
So what are you
so.
thinking, Pat? You thinking you like that?
Yeah, right there. Like I'm thinking, actually, even just bite the 8 foot.
Give me.
I think quite a lot of these experienced Canadian teams are not very interested in
yours
what the
got all
coach or
the way
5th man has to play say because they
Where'd
know
you have
fine what
me?
they're going to do themselves anyway.
Out there.
Well,
And it's
that-
just a time thing,
I like
really.
a little more
Well,
of that.
that
Yeah, I'm good with
begs the
that.
question, why have these coach interactions? I don't see they're actually any
throwing
good for the
more
game.
wider, are
I
you?
think there's something that could be taken out of the game.
Like you're gonna have
I
a
agree,
different
but,
line for sure. Yeah, I'm just asking for. To give you the
Definitely think some teams make use of them, but some others certainly are only use them as an extra minute or two of time.
So it's actually
Yeah.
pretty good.
It's not as heavy as that intern.
No, not quite. Like only 3-4 feet more than full team.
So what can Canada do? Kevin Cooey just going to play an out-turn draw, try and get into the 8 foot, that white area
Line's good.
in the house.
Zoom right now.
What do you got, Nolan?
I got 4-5.
Line's
Here are the
good.
numbers there, 4-5, that's a zonal
Line's good.
code
Just
for
a
where the
4.
stone's going to
Hard,
end up.
hard.
Where is it going to end up?
I think it's just going to be front ring.
Easy now. Easy. Easy. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Get it past it.
Yep. Whoa.
It's actually pulled up shorter than that.
Pulled up very quickly there, didn't it?
Yeah, it sure did.
There we go. Was it a bit tight too?
No.
Wait, I'll wait.
Just wait, I think, yeah.
Just discussing what happened to it. Now, G. Schnittel has last stone here. Canada lying 3.
Máme, v pohodě.
He's really got to nail this stone here. Otherwise, he's going to be in a lot of trouble with his last one. So it's 3 stones to go. 2 from Schnittel, 1 from Cooey.
Yeah, one shot you could do, have here is just slash the guards off, Richard. Open both sides up for you for your draw. You might get lucky and pick one of the reds at the back of the 8 foot.
Well, that is the stone to play.
You're guarding, or you're going to be able to.
I certainly agree with you, that's the shot to play, but G. Schnittel's attempts at takeouts have been a bit inaccurate, to say the least. He's been hitting the wrong side of things, and I actually think he's quite fortunate to be tied 6-6 with a hammer in the 9th.
Yeah, the problem is with pulling this draw, then Kevin Cooey's got the slash on the outside red to take you off the button anyway, so I think just make yourself...
That's true, but you've really got to make this shot. So here we are, we've got the rock clock again. Draw to the tee. 14.5, do you reckon, over this next hog line, the red line here?
Yeah, that should be about right.
And it's 15.1, which means it's, what, a little bit short?
A little bit short.
And it is, in fact, Well, it's going to be second shot, but
Liking the look of that?
it's not a good shot at all, because CZE can just push that back, lie there, it narrows the line in. In fact, it's exactly where he would, pretty much exactly where he would like to leave his shot, where that yellow one is, blocking the draw to the forefoot.
Yep.
And worse than that,
Yeah, but remember that this is a heavier side.
the stone on the other side, I mean, the takeout option won't be there really, because the stone on the other side will give them another steal, the Canadians, if you're looking in.
That's more. More than last time.
From a check point of view. So, last stone here for Kevin CZE here in the ninth.
No, never! Never! Never!
Just wants to hit it on the nose.
Yep, yes! Yes!
Oh, that's a great shot.
It's just perfect.
That just shows that a bad call played badly. It's really put Czech Republic in a lot of trouble. Forcing them out wide. And I actually think they'll need more ice than that. I think they need a good foot more ice than that to get past that top red if they're playing the dead cold weight draw. So seeing this out-turn draw going this way does swing really aggressively once it gets over the hog line.
Yep, towards the end of its journey it does do that. This is the last stone here. I think even if he makes a perfect shot, he's still going to give one up here, because that counter right in the middle belonging to Canada's will still outcount this stone, even if it's played to perfection.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
So start to curl now.
Yep! Hard! 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 Whoa! 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 Yep!
Oh! Oh!
Heartache for
that is
Czech
horrendous.
Republic. And I think that could be a steal of 4, Richard.
On a pickup. Well, that's just horrific. Stone looked not bad for counting second shot. Looked pretty good, in fact, for counting second shot. Coming down the right line, picks something up, grinds to a halt, and Canada steal 4. And no wonder the Czechs have had enough. I would have been enough as well. And 8-4 it will be. Canada. Sorry, 10-6 it will be. Canada getting 4 in the ninth end.
Because he was heavy for sure.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
You think it was?
Oh, I think that's staying there all day long. I know you think and looks like it is, but that
Probably he still just needed a piece.
And we can hear the Canadians discussing whether the stone was heavy or not. One of them thinks it was, and one of them thinks it wasn't, and I don't think it was. I think it was perfect weight, but it was only going to count second shot, I think. Should have given Canada a 1 stone advantage going down the 10th. But that pickup ends the game. Sad end for Yuji Schnittel and his team. And we're going to go across to the Norway-China game in a moment. 4-3, Norway are leading. And
Vi kan ha pila den andre da, så må han gjøre et spill her.
Norway's Thomas Ulsrud.
Jeg synes enten så skal vi dra inn og ligge shot.
Det som positivt her da.
Having a good look at this shot here in the
Jeg liker ikke å rippe garden.
10th end. They are
Hvis du ripper garden, så slår
having
jeg
a
på den og
timeout.
ruller inn, ikke sant? Det er ikke noe særlig.
Jeg synes du kan slå deg borte. Spille den.
Norway leading
Det
4-3.
er nok til å slå på nå, men så, hvis jeg ripper garden er ikke noe særlig, tror jeg på, for da kan liksom
Lying
slå
one
for
guarded.
mye på begge. Og rulle inn med 4-foten med begge, ikke sant?
Er ikke best å dra hit, kanskje? Ja, men da gjør han den også hit.
Hvis du slår den, så er det ganske sjanse at du kan kjappe på 2.
Hvis det blir tilsatt, hvis det blir helt tett.
Ja. Sånn da.
Ja, og det klarer jeg ikke, tror jeg.
Slå hit da, Torger. Sitte 2.
Ja, det synes jeg er best. Klart best.
La han gjøre spill.
Så vi ruller inn I 4-fot fra den.
Men slår han
Du kan
sånn,
rulle
da.
bak 10-fort, da, men
Ja, da, men du
det er
kan
greit,
godt bare pile den av, så må han fortsatt gjøre det spillet, men ruller I det åpne.
Coach for Norway, Paul Trulson,
Men I verste fall, da, Paul, så blir shooteren, hvis han
offering his
tapper den,
advice.
den kommer aldri
Of
bedre
course,
enn dit, da. Og shooteren der,
Olympic
så lenge
champion
jeg er
from
fornøyd hvis han tapper
2002 in Salt Lake City.
Sannsynligvis, hvis han må gjøre et spill her for å ligge 2, så
Shooteren
får han
ruller
kjapp.
I hvert fall shooteren inn
Så
dit.
får han
Thomas
Han gjør
Ulsrud,
ingenting. Han ser en
skip.
tredjedel. Ja. Jeg liker å slå deg, da. Men spørsmålet om du skal rulle hit, eller om du skal rulle ut.
Ja, det som er dumt, altså, gå for rullen og så rulle bak her, da. Det er dumt.
Hvorfor er det så dumt, da?
Ja, fryser den, da.
Ja, så fjerner vi det, og så
Fjerner
må
du
du
det, og så må du gjøre det der vi
Ja,
snakket om.
greit.
Ok.
Ja.
Rulle til
Jeg liker kanskje å gå vanlig allikevel.
Hvilken vei?
Jeg må gå inn, tror jeg.
Torgeir, så lenge du ruller én feil,
Well,
så er det I hvert fall
Norway have the last stone here
Ja, prøv å rulle.
in the 10th end.
Full
Prøv å
8-fot.
rulle hit.
Så har jeg byttet.
And it's the third man, Torger Nergard, coming to play.
Jeg tror ikke du skal ha mer enn sånn på vanlig. For å rulle.
And Norway in full sartorial garb this evening.
Helt vanlig der.
Here comes Torger.
Rent. Rent.
71% on draws and 100 on hits.
Hardt på rull. Hardt på rull.
Ja.
Wow, wow,
Ja,
wow.
ja, 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 ja.
Ingen rull, ingen rull. Spill, bra spill.
And a really nice shot from him. Nothing less than we would expect.
Strøkent.
Ulsrud has played in many, many world championships. Still looking for a gold medal from them. And now China. In the last year or two, this team of Leo Reyes has become very competitive in amongst the top teams, and they had a great run at the recent Winter Olympics in Sochi. Still young, plenty of time on their side. So anyone having a look at what to wear on the golf course this summer, going to perhaps turn out looking like these Norwegians on the opening Saturday of the new golf season. Or maybe not. So Leo Ray, his first stone here in the 10th end. Well, that's a really poor shot from Leo Ray. He had to catch half that yellow stone of his own, bump it onto the Norwegian counter and roll across, leaving his own one fairly well protected by the guards. Instead he missed the whole lot. Now Norway having a good think about where to put this next stone. Thomas Ulsrud has 2 red stones remaining, and there's only 1 Chinese stone.
Men det får vi kanskje ta. Hvis du klarer å dra garda her eller noe sånt.
Hvis vi litt for langt inn, så får du noe.
Eller hvis du stopper ja, dra, ja, men så lenge du kan ja, men vi klarer å dra den ganske mye på slutten.
Det er jo en garda kan dra rundt. Ja, det er veldig dumt. Kan vi ikke la passe det nå? La han prøve den, og så får vi en kjapp mot 2.
So I don't know. It's,
Jeg tror det.
Jeg synes det er morsomt å ha spilt i nikker, så spilt den i vant også. Det er litt gøy det også.
Du kan få lov til å tenke det mens jeg pleier opp.
seems overly complicated to come to a conclusion here.
Det beste er hvis jeg akkurat klarer å garde den gule, uten at han kan dra bedre
And
enn
the skips percentages 90 for Ulsrud at this stage, having Played 18 shots up to the end of the last end, and 74 for Liu Ray from China. Norway's the only team not to lose a game so far. Ulsrud will just hit and run on that guard. He doesn't think he can improve on the situation by putting another stone anywhere in the house. Probably quite right. So I'm a little bit lost as to what they're looking at here, because the only shot I think he can really play with a chance to steal a point, which he needs to tie the game, is the freeze on the one on the 4 foot on the left here. So, last stone for China, one remaining for Thomas Ulsrud. Norway leading 4-3. Lying first shot here. Unless Leo Ray counts first stone with this, the game will be over. He's having another go at the same type of shot as the last time. Has to pass the guard by next to nothing, roll across and freeze. This one looks a little bit high as well. Is he going to catch enough of it? He is not. He will run out. Norway count the single point. And China lose that game. Five shots to 3. Norway remain undefeated on 5 wins. China dropping another game, going to 3 losses. And the Chinese crowd giving their team a big round of applause for a valiant effort through the game. We can just catch the end of the game between Scotland and Denmark.
Denmark. Cheese up, check off it. Fair call, isn't it? Huh?
So Denmark taking a couple of points at the last end there for a 7-6 win over Scotland. So we can have one more look at the second half of this game. Canada against Czech Republic, our feature game this evening at the CPT World Men's Curling Championship 2014 in Beijing. In the 6th end, we pick up the play. And Kevin Cui has a draw here for 2, which he will make effortlessly, tightening up the score from 6-3 to 6-5. And onward to the 8th end. E.G. Schnittel needing to make a tap back for 2, catching the guard and giving up the single point to Canada, allowing the score to be tied at 6-6 after 8. And forward onto the 9th, Czech Republic in all kinds of trouble. E.G. Schnittel drawing here to try to save against 4. Looks pretty good. He's probably going to lose 1 point here. Looks pretty good with the draw. Nice weight. Tee high. And the stone will pick up. Stop dead. And Canada steal 4. And with it, the game. Sad end to a great battle between these two teams. Canada winning 10 shots to 6. And the other games this evening, Norway 5, China 3, they remain undefeated. Switzerland 8, Japan 3, and Scotland losing 2 in the last end to go down 6-7 to Denmark. And so the standings show Norway at the top on 5-0, Canada with 1 loss on 4-2. 4 teams locked together on 3-2, Germany, Japan, Switzerland and Sweden. And then 2-3 for China and the United States. 1-3 for Denmark and Scotland. And the Czech Republic and Russia, 4 losses each after 5 games.
Well done, Kevin. Another win. Tell us about how you managed to get through that game.
Yeah, I didn't see that one coming the way we won, for sure. It was you know, they played great, and they deserve all the credit for being up, but we made some big shots to kind of hang around, and we came out with a big steal in 8, and played a good 9th end. You know, unfortunate his last one picked, because we're probably only stealing 1, and then it's anybody's game. So unfortunate for them. They played really good, but you know, we're happy to pull it out for sure.
You've played out on sheet D a couple of times now. You struggled for time. Why was this?
I think that sheet is it's challenging sheet. It's pretty unpredictable, and you know, when you're down all game too, you're going to throw a lot of draws, try and get lots of rocks in play. It can get a little complicated. So, you know, when we're fighting for our lives out there, we tend not to worry about the time too much, and sometimes, you know, that comes back to haunt us.
You've had a good couple of wins today, so how are you going to focus for tomorrow's game against the USA and Norway?
Yeah, we have a tough day tomorrow. 2 good teams. We've played USA a lot and Norway a lot. A couple of the better teams here. So, you know, we'll just hopefully, you know, come back tomorrow and hopefully play well. We won't dwell on anything. Just hopefully get better as the week goes.
Okay, thanks for talking to us, Kevin. Good luck.
Thank you.
So Kevin Cooey then telling us how he won, ending this show tonight. I'm Richard Harding in the Capitol Gymnasium, Beijing. From me and from Kenny Edwards, a very good evening from Beijing.